The church was nearest to where I live. I tried to go there one Sunday morning, and on the Sunday, at that time, the English churches, in this case, this was the Anglican church, because I was brought up in the Anglican faith, and I saw them looking strange at me, that I couldn't understand it. Until the vicar came up and said to me, he said, "Sir, thank you very much for coming, but my congregation is a bit uncomfortable with a black person in their midst." I did not know what to say. I did not reply to him. I just turned and walked out. But that didn't put me off the faith, because I was brought up in an Anglican church back home in Jamaica.
My name is Marcia Dixon, and I'm here to interview Reverend Carmel Jones, the founder of one of Britain's largest credit unions, the Pentecostal Credit Union.
All around me every day. I'm asking you to protect. Lord, I want you to protect me as I travel along the way. I know you can. Yes, Lord. I know you will. Yes, Lord. Fight my battle. Yes, Lord. Just keep still. Yes, Lord. Lord, be a fence all around me every day. Jesus, be a fence all around me every day. I'm asking you to protect. Lord, I want you to protect me as I travel along the way. I know you can. Yes, Lord. I know you will. Yes, Lord. Fight my battle. Yes, Lord. Just keep still. Yes, Lord. Lord, be a fence all around me every day.
Reverend Carmel, the PCU, the Pentecostal Credit Union, has come a long way and has grown since you first started it. When you look back on how far it has come and how much it has grown, what kind of emotions come to the fore?
Excitement, elation, and looking forward to what is ahead.
When you set up the credit union, what made you decide to call it the Pentecostal Credit Union?
The first time I hear about a credit union was in September 1979. And I thought if I could set one up, I would call it a Pentecostal Credit Union, because I knew from then the difficulty people were having borrowing money to buy churches. And from day one, I would focus on getting money to help the churches, even to pay rent, not only buy, but to pay the rent and to make worship enjoyable for the congregation. When I started, when I read about the credit union in 1979, I sent for the information that I need. I started to read the rule book. Every Saturday night, in those days, we used to go visit other churches. And I was at 20-Man Road, of course, Pastor Campbell. And when I drive the van to take people out, when I come back, I sat in the office and read the book, the rule book. And when I read it, I prayed, put it down, I prayed over it, and I go home about 3 o'clock in the morning. And that happened for 6 weeks. And after the 6 weeks, that same process, I met the Lord Jesus Christ. And he came down on the rooftop of the church where I was praying. And he said to me, "What's that in your hand?" And I said, "The rule book, sir." And he said, "Now go your way and do what you want to do. I'm with you all the way."
One of the things that the PCU is renowned for is the fact that you loan money to church leaders to help them buy churches. Why did they opt to use the PCU as opposed to go into a bank or a building society?
The usual. They could not get a loan. The banks would not consider them for any sort of loan, like help. And they always turn them down. And 4 of the most prominent churches, they came to me, and those are bought outright.
Which, can you name those organisations?
Rock Ministries, New Life Assembly, New Testament Assembly, and even New Testament Church of God.
Okay. So those are 4 kind of key churches that have actually bought their buildings through the support of the PCU.
Yes. And that's only 4.
Okay, but there's more, isn't there?
Many more.
Reverend Carmel, the PCU has been going for 38 years. In your view, how has it changed over the years?
I can't even notice it changing because I'm with it. Somebody would have to tell him, but from humble beginning of making the first loan of £400 to many thousands, is just a steady growth. And it is still ongoing despite a slight hitch. It is still progressing. And beyond my wildest expectation, I didn't expect the credit union to be what it is. It's improved nationwide. And the things that we have now, the tools to measure what we do and how we do, I didn't have it then. It was sheer guts.
Okay.
But now we have a lot of technology to drive the credit union, and PCU is no different.
How do you feel about the fact that the Pentecostal Credit Union is now one of the top 10, is in the top 10 largest credit unions in the country? I mean, that's an amazing achievement.
Yes. I feel quite satisfied because from the moment that the Lord said to me that I will be with you and you will make progress, I'm not surprised that we are going from height to height. And PCU is unique in that the uniqueness of PCU, because it's a brand, you don't have to be associated with somebody practicing the faith, and you can do that. And people are surprised the way we grow.
Okay, okay. In what way would you like to see the Pentecostal Credit Union develop during the next 10 years?
Now, people don't have to come to the office to do any business to get their money. They'll just stay where they are, go online, and make their requests. Technology is increasing all the time, and PCU is ahead of the technology.
Okay.
Wherever it has happened, PC's in there with a little light, so we won't be left behind.
Okay. So you just want to be able to just keep up with all the developments in the financial industry. The last question I've got for you is, what would you like your legacy to be?
Like, the legacy is that when you walk through the office door of PCU, there's a plaque on the wall, built in the wall, where Carmel Jones, the founder of this gigantic organization. Not just a photograph, a plaque, built in, standing up. Because I see no stopping for the credit union. When we had the first AGM, there was like 4,000 assets, and today it's 12 million assets because we bought a building, and that building stand up nearly 500,000.
Okay, so it's grown.
It's gone phenomenally. That's my legacy.
What about all the churches that your organisation has helped to fund, the businesses that you've supported through your financial services?
They speak for themselves because they're so fantastic. Those churches that are built and put them on the road, they're so far progressing because they are growing with the times too. So, yes, we will always be able to meet people's needs. And apart from the plaque I said on the wall, my hope, my pleasure is, well, it's not a hope. It shall be, because I believe in the Lord Jesus Christ, what he said. And as long as there is life, there is going to be a Pentecostal Credit Union.
Jesus, be a fence all around me every day. I'm asking you to protect. Lord, I want you to protect me as I travel along the way. I know you can. Yes, Lord. I know you will. Yes, Lord. Fight my battle. Yes, Lord. Just keep still. Yes, Lord. Lord, be a fence all around me every day. Jesus, be a fence all around me every day. I'm asking you to protect. Lord, I want you to protect me as I travel along the way.